Hey, Jared,
Yes.
why don't cannibals eat clowns?
Um. I don't know.
Because they taste funny.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't think it'd be that easy.
That simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Should have gone with my gut.
Hey, welcome back to Screen Time Film, a podcast where we discuss a director's filmography in chronological order. We are currently discussing Luca Guadagnino,
There you go.
and might be able to say his last name by the end of this.
Yeah.
But Jared,
Yes.
there's before podcasting and then there's after.
There sure is.
So my name is Josh, and this is my co-host Jared.
It doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong, Josh. It matters that I feel it.
Yep.
I don't know if that's the best motto for your life, but
But it's something that was said.
Yeah.
Something that was said.
it's like the if it feels good, do it. Also not the best.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
We used to say that all the time. Well, our brother used to say that all the time.
Well, our dad used it in a sermon,
That's where it came
and we
from.
took it. And we
I
took
forgot.
it. We took it way too far.
Yeah, I forgot that's where it came from.
And took it way out of context. That's where it was. Yeah.
But he's the one that like basically made
Oh, our
it.
brother?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He does that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Takes things too far.
Yeah.
That's what he's best at.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to discuss Bones and All, which came out in 2022. It's a big jump from, there's a time gap in there from our last film.
So, do you know why?
No.
Because I looked up, because I was curious about it. He did a miniseries in 2020,
Okay.
and I remember watching it in 2020. Didn't realize it was him at the time directing it.
Mm.
It was really good though.
Okay.
I remember it being strange though, but like good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least Chloe Sevigny, I remember was in it. Besides, I don't remember much else, but yeah. So he did that in between.
Well, it makes sense.
It's kind of like the Alex Garland thing.
Yeah.
If there's like a gap, they do like a mini
Just something
series
else,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah. All right, this film's rated R, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Synopsis. A young woman embarks on a 1,000-mile odyssey through America where she meets a disenfranchised drifter, but all roads lead back to their terrifying posts and to find final stand that will determine whether love can survive their otherness.
It's a weird plot description.
Yes, it is.
Or synopsis.
This is based on a book by Camille De Angelis.
Oh, okay.
And the screenplay was written by David Kajanich, which he also worked on the last film. Screenplay.
Okay.
Cinematographer is someone different.
Yes.
Arseni Klakaturin.
Sure.
Sure.
A lot of names. That's
Well, we know he goes
tough.
back to the other previous guy on the next one because he's
On
the one on
Challengers, right?
Yeah. New composers here.
Oh yeah,
Your boys.
definitely.
But
One of the
we know
greatest.
he sticks with them because they're definitely on Challengers. Which is, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross.
Yeah. So the cinematographer, the only thing I wanted to note was he shot The Idol, which I just mentioned last pod. Terrible show, but looked amazing.
Yeah. I did see that he had done that, but
Yeah.
the only thing I recognized though that he'd really done.
Yeah, I didn't recognize anything else, but that show looked awesome.
But that would have been after this.
Yes. But it reminded me, it's like very similar. Well, same people involved too, I want to say, but very similar to Euphoria. Like the way it looks in Euphoria looks incredible, like one of the best looking shows.
All right, so what do you think production costs on this?
Probably still pretty low. I guess we'll keep going with that. He's been good with budgets. This is a COVID period though, when he filmed this, but a lot of it outdoors though, which I guess probably he did on purpose. I'm going to say 20 million.
16.
All right. Pretty close. Okay.
Well, no Academy wins or noms, so we'll skip over that. The cast, again, not very big, other than just some ancillary characters. We had Timothée Chalamet, Taylor Russell, which I was not familiar with her, but I put her down just because she's the lead.
The co-lead, yeah.
Well, I think she's the lead. Like,
yeah, I guess you're right. He's
not even in it.
Chalamet's not even in it for a while, yeah.
And then Mark Rylance, he's been in a lot of stuff.
That guy's so weird.
Yeah.
In everything.
Yeah, but he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Chloe Sevigny, she was briefly in it.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
What was her role?
The Janelle character.
Janelle.
I don't. Yeah.
It's not when she goes and visits her mom, right? In the
I don't think so. I don't think that's where
in the hospital or whatever, or mental institution or whatever she's at. Yeah, no, that didn't look like her. I don't remember. Well, her dad, I recognize.
Oh, I didn't.
That actor, Andre Holland. I believe that's his name. He's been in a lot of stuff too. He's good, but he's not in it much. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him, so I didn't. Yeah. So, what'd you think of this movie?
Never seen it.
Me neither.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember at all? Like, no buzz about it? Okay.
No, I don't remember.
This one's tough because, the first thing I wrote down was, I think this film is not good if Chalamet wasn't in it, in my opinion.
Okay.
And I mean, this proves how, in my opinion, like I said before, I think he's one of the best like young actors right now, Chalamet, and brings so much weight to a film. But because, say, we were just talking about the actual lead of this film, Taylor Russell, I don't think is that good in this. And maybe she's good in other stuff, and maybe that's a hot take. I don't know, but I haven't seen her anything else. But I didn't think she was that great in this. So overall, I think the movie's just okay, in my opinion.
Okay.
I didn't like it that much. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I think, like, overall, I didn't really enjoy the movie. I think it's an odd backdrop to try to tell this, like, troubled love story, I guess is the best way to, like, to categorize, like, what, or, like, again, kind of society's, like, outcasts is probably, what they're supposed to symbolize, right?
Yes,
like
for sure.
And, like, they find each other and they have this, like, a little bit of like a love story kind of thing, and a tragic, right? Like, but just the concept outside of that, like the backdrop, is very strange.
Yeah.
To set that, have like, hey, we're going to set this as the kind of what symbolizes that, right? And like, I agree, like I think the overall plot story is kind of like, and that main character, like, I guess it's, I don't know if it's the performance or just the way it was written. Written, like, it's like you never really don't really like connect with her enough to, and she's supposed to be the audience surrogate, right? Like, she's supposed to be you're seeing the world through. And then other than, like, like you said, Chalamet is always great on screen. So he can elevate something even if it's, not, but and but yeah, so it was just kind of meh, and didn't really enjoy it that much, and I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So we're about the same on that. I will say the whole part of like the cannibal aspect and like that like symbolizing what you're just talking about, like the metaphor of like being an outcast, or like, and then you finally meet people that like, oh, I'm not alone, I'm not the only one like this. Like that's clearly the theme of the film for sure. And they're just using like cannibalism as a, which is fine. Like, yeah, that part I didn't mind. But it's just like, yeah, structurally, and I don't know. I think a lot of it is, yeah, like we were just talking about, like the lead, I just think wasn't that good, and it's tough then to, like you said, connect with her and fall in the movie. Also, I mean, it's still a pretty long movie then. Also, someone I forgot, because it was a great scene, but our guy from well, we just talked about him in Call Me by Your Name. He was in this. Is it Michael Stuhlbarg or whatever? He's the dad in Call Me by Your Name.
He was like,
he was like the redneck in the. Yeah, he looks very different. He had the very long hair. Yeah, he has like a long monologue in the middle of this, when they're there. So, yeah, he's in it just for that scene too. But yeah, so. Oh, well, I'm glad you agree with me, because I wasn't sure of like even the Chalamet part about it. Like that's what I mean. That's what from it not being like a good film in my opinion, to like, yeah, it's okay because he's in it. So like then I think the worst part of the movie is the beginning before he shows up. So yeah.
It's also, I mean, we can get into it because my first note is around that. So
okay.
So not knowing exactly what this film was about, and I go into these, if it's not something I've seen before, I try to go into it. Yeah, you want to go blind anyway. Yeah. The first note is like when she goes over to her friends for the sleepover, and then I'm like, what the heck are we? And I was like, what is happening?
Oh yeah.
Definitely, she, they're like painting nails, whatever, and then like next thing she's biting her friend's finger off, and oh my gosh, like that was just like not expected.
No,
even with the title, I didn't think it was gonna be so literal, right? Like the title, like you just assume it's like just it's a title that has some other meaning. Yeah, but no, it's bones and all, as in eating bones and all. Yeah,
which I'll go ahead and say my note about that. I like when films say the name of the film in it, if it's done right though, because it can be really cheesy. Yeah, I've seen plenty of films like that. Yep. But
well, I mean, speaking of,
it's done
Call
well
Me by Your Name, though. I feel like it's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, it was in that one. Yeah,
like because it was kind of like, okay, it felt forced.
Yes, yeah, I agree. But this one I thought was good.
Yeah,
when they say it and like explain all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, then this gives this premise also gives the filmmakers the opportunity to just be gross with it.
Oh yeah.
And well, that's not like something I enjoy watching. So
no, you don't. Yeah,
some people do, but feel like the shock of that stuff, but it's not really something. So that kind of was like, okay, we don't need to. And I know like, again, going back to the metaphor, like they were doing it to try to really show these people not because they're cannibals, but because they're
outcasts.
Just like the how kind of societies would see them as, right? But yeah,
I'm way more into that stuff than you, I think. Yeah, body horror and all that type stuff, or just graphic.
So how did you like? That's how that was used in this then.
Well, that's what I was saying like a little bit ago. Like that part I didn't mind. I mean, at the same time, I didn't think it was like a brilliant concept of like, let's use cannibalism as a metaphor for this. But cool to do it in this. Like, yeah, thought that was fine. And I figured by the end, like it was going to get pretty graphic in that way. And it does. So, there was something else I was going to mention about this. The guy we were talking about, Mark Rylance, which is Sully. Yeah, everything he's in, he's such a weirdo, which is like, I guess is what you want for this character, but I just don't like him. I just think he's a weird actor. But definitely effective, talking about the ending, where that goes between him and our two main leads. That scene, how graphic it gets in that scene, I think was good.
Then so again, it's where the father just kind of like leaves her because he had to move, and then
she's got the tape,
and then he leaves the tape for her to listen to. Yeah,
I want to. Well, it's interesting that this movie is also like a road trip movie, but the beginning though, I thought this was cool, starting off in Maryland.
Oh yeah. That's
because
right.
then I was trying to look around to see like, did they actually film this in Maryland? And it looked like it for the most part, but then it was crazy mentioning Frederick even.
Yep, as a destination
and,
option.
The bus stop. But I didn't know, like in that moment, was she actually in Frederick at the bus stop, or she was just saying?
I think that was an option where she could go.
Right. But like that's literally like where we are, which is funny. Like so, we'll see that a lot. Like
also random, yeah. And I wonder if that's like original.
Normally it's DC or Baltimore. Is what you see.
And never really said where she was, other than just in Maryland. And then she went to Ohio, right, or something like that.
Yeah, she starts going. Yeah. I think Ohio was next. Yeah.
So she skipped over Frederick, but
I was just curious, like the scenery. I was like, that
looked like Maryland, I guess. Yeah, the closest it can be. But yeah, I wonder if that'll be in trivia. But I wonder if does that come from the book or something, and that's why it's in there. Because
I don't know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like I don't feel like Luca would have any connection to setting things there. So
no.
He obviously way more connected to Italy because like that's why all these last however many films are like feel like they're set like in Europe. So
anyway, but DC and Baltimore is what we normally see in film and TV, which for those listening or watching, like that's near us, but like Frederick specifically I hardly ever see portrayed in film and TV. So like that's, I don't know, it was a standout to me in this.
Yep.
Although actually we talked about recently, Special Ops Lioness gets into that a little bit more, our area.
Getting closer.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I just note when she meets Sully, which I feel like the scenes initially, like you're definitely like, okay, this guy's creepy, but he does do a great job of between the performance and the direction from Luca, like kind of towing the line of like he seems like he wants to be helpful, but he's never crosses completely out of but he's also creepy, right?
Yes.
In this early stuff, so you still don't really know where he stands. So then when he comes back later, you still kind of don't, it's like, there's like this weird, like trust from a distance kind of vibe. And she even like the comment where you used the quote, like, is kind of what, but,
no, you're totally right. And it's, it does a good job with that. Yet that line or, navigating that very well. And as a director in a film, trying to make it feel that way. Yeah, good balance of that.
And then he, of course, he kind of gives some exposition, kind of a little bit, but as he's teaching her to like understand a little bit who she, what she is, who she is,
Yeah.
Then she keeps moving on, and of course, then she meets Timothy Chalamet's character, Lee.
Yep. That's in Ohio, right?
I think
so.
That's where
he's,
I think that, yeah. And I guess they, right off the bat, kind of bond over the fact that they're both young and kind of have dealing with the same issues.
Yeah.
Which is,
one thing, I don't know, maybe they do have some dialogue about this. I don't remember if they do or not, but it is kind of weird that he just immediately just like goes on the road trip with her.
Well, she kind of goes with him, really, right? Because he's the one that had the trip.
Right. But I mean, like, just after what? One night there?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, I mean,
she talks to his sister.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
but like besides that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's, and that even the conversation with the sister, I think, helped her trust him a little bit.
Right.
And then of course he didn't give off creepy vibes like the other guy. But then she found somebody that she's like, oh, he's like me, right? Because really you're just trying to find somewhere to belong, right? And find other people like yourself if you're an outcast, and which is again what the film's kind of about in some ways. And so like as soon as you find that person, it's like, oh, this is, I don't get mistrust vibes, and as she did with the other guy, and then
well, and also you assume right off the bat they're attracted to each other also.
Yeah, well, so, it probably doesn't hurt that Timothy Chalamet is attractive.
Right.
Yeah, and just, in the same age and all, like, or close to in age, all those things. Yeah, so I thought that was a...
How sick would it have been, though, like, if... Now, again, they work together later, both with Luca and Villeneuve, but, like, how sick would it be if it was Zendaya? Again, because she's another person that would, like, that just would elevates a film.
Yeah. And this would have been before she really, right?
No, she was big then, because Euphoria
already came out.
That was 2019.
Yeah.
So it's like, that was when she started blowing up.
So she was probably too big to get into this. I saw it because Chalamet was a producer on this as well.
Oh, okay.
So, unless somebody knows somebody, it's like one of those things where, I mean, I think the reason even Chalamet, because by this point he's bigger too.
Yeah.
Reason he would be willing to do something like this because you have a prior relationship, and then even on that he's like, oh yeah, well, I need producer credit or whatever, like, and be involved in that way because you can't pay me enough really at this point. So
I mean, Luca's just like one of his guys now that he just likes.
Well, and I mean, you also got just previous performance and this previous film that they would work together. If you got it was just an Oscar nom, right? He didn't win, or did he win? I don't remember now.
I don't remember. We talked about it.
That was last week. But either way, even just a nomination, like you're like, okay.
No, that wasn't. That was a little bit ago because we just did Suspiria.
Yeah.
Okay,
2 weeks
ago.
That
was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, but he was definitely at least nominated.
Yeah. It doesn't. I mean, the specifics don't matter.
Right.
But just to be like, hey, you're somebody I work with and gets the best out of me, right?
For sure.
So, you definitely would take a chance on working with them again, even if it's not, advised from a budgetary standpoint, right?
Yeah. And I think,
but somebody like you hadn't worked with, like a Zendaya, like is not going to take that chance, right?
Right. But I think Villeneuve is another director that gets the best out of him. Like at this point, with just the 2 Dune films, and we'll see on the 3rd one, but I can imagine. I mean, even how good he is in Dune Part 1, and then seeing how much better he is even in Dune Part 2 is crazy. especially by the end of that film.
All right. How do you feel about, this is just a question. How do you feel about the world building around, like, you know, the eaters? Like, do you think they did enough or not enough or too much, or what do you think?
I don't. They don't really do that much, but I don't think it matters in this.
Okay.
I don't think they needed to do any more. Because I mean, I understood right away the premise, and even though obviously you pointed out, like, the first time you see her, you know, biting someone's hand, it's crazy, but like obviously so is effective in that way from the beginning to like catch you off guard. But yeah, I don't think we need too much explaining or world building from that aspect. So I think it was fine the way it is.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you think differently?
No. To be honest, like, I agree. I think like I said, I would be fine if they wouldn't have shown even as much of the gross, like even the specifics of it, right? Like, and kind of just told the story, because it's not stuff I needed to see. I feel like to like understand their, you know, I think you get the point if you knew, okay, these are cannibals and they're having to stay away from most people and deal with this like existential crisis of like, hey, you got to kill people to eat, because it's like what you feed off of. Like, it's almost like you can't survive without. It's kind of implied. They don't ever, again, also don't ever, because they don't build the world that much to get into the specifics. But I think, you understand all that fine without having to see the grotesque scenes of things personally.
Yeah.
But
sure.
I mean, because it's not what it's about, really, right? Like, it's not about, though, like, when the first scene happened, then I'm like, what, is she a vampire? What is, like, I'm like, what? Because I'm like, I don't know,
Yeah.
So, and I'm like trying to make sense of like, what is this? But then, again, they don't go into it too much, and then as stuff kind of plays out, you just start to realize, oh, this is like a thing, and are other people like this, but there's outcast society, and
Yeah.
So,
and they do enough even with her and her parents, because we get at the beginning, like, her dad is not like that, but then eventually when she meets her mom,
which is my next.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
go
like, so, no, you keep talking. I'm just
no, that was it. I was just, when she meets her mom, and we see what her mom, did she bite off her own hands? Was that implied?
Or something,
or shown?
Something like that. Yeah. Like,
okay.
Again, not getting specifics, but I think, again, because it's all supposed to be a metaphor anyway, so you kind of trying to be not too literal. But yeah, I think it's the realization that, oh, this is something inherited, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then and this, I had the note here that the Chloe Sevigny is who plays her mom.
Oh, it is her mom. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, it didn't look like her. Okay. Cool.
And then, of course, she doesn't have really time to really deal with that. And then they run, Sully like shows up again and kind of have the climax of the film, and that and the tragicness of, and saving her from Sully. He Chalamet's character Lee gets injured enough that he's gonna die.
Yep.
And then, of course, you get this kind of, I guess, the film could argue poeticness, where then he's just like, I want you to eat me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is obviously a little weird. And
Yeah. But no, it's definitely, I mean,
yeah,
that's,
it's like, I think it's supposed to be romantic. I don't know, but
yeah. It's supposed to be like a Romeo and Juliet
yeah,
type of thing, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, at least, that's what it seemed
Yeah.
like.
But I don't know if it emotionally landed
No,
at that level
not
for
really.
me at all.
No.
But yeah.
Because even I think it's the final shot I was a little confused by, where it's just them like, or she's like holding him and they're on like a hill or a cliff or something. And I think that's the last shot, right? I don't know if that was just like they want to do that as just like an artsy quote unquote choice, or if like that has a deeper meaning, like ending on that shot. I don't know.
I think it's also then to leave it where you don't really know what she decides to do.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Does she eat him bones and all or not? And,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
Leave it up to the viewer's interpretation.
Yeah.
What you think she's going to do.
Yeah.
So, all right.
I only have one more note, just real quick. When we first meet Lee, I think he's wearing the sick vintage Thundercat shirt. Was awesome. I just wanted to mention it.
Yep.
And I knew you would appreciate it.
Yeah,
also.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it and was like, and clocked it, but I didn't write a note about it. So then didn't think about it until just now. You mentioned it. All right. Talk a little about cinematography. I feel like, so it's interesting that there's a different person on this, but it doesn't really feel that different. So it's very, I think a lot, and all these, it's very muted colors, and it's I mean, a lot of it must come from what Luca likes and stuff, because
seems that way since he's he's using different DPs, but like you said, it looks very
even
similar.
This one's not in Italy anymore. It's still has similar vibes, and a lot of it again, like because they shot some stuff outside and stuff, like but and the countryside, I mean, obviously the countryside doesn't look the same. It's definitely America versus Italy, but
I would like to know, and maybe we'll see it in trivia, how much, we were talking about Maryland, but like of all of it, like
where did they actually
if they
film?
really were driving across America filming.
Again, the camera movement.
Yeah.
Just a lot of intimate handheld work. And a lot of natural lighting and landscapes.
Yeah, I don't like it. It all looked good. I don't have any specific notes. Like there wasn't any shot that stood out to me.
Yep.
In this.
Same. It was just like the overall tone and thoughts and ideas. Yeah.
I guess the only one would be the one I just mentioned, the very final shot, because I think it like doesn't it go around like 360, kind of circling them. That was cool. Cool way to end it.
Yeah. All right. So what do you get on the music and the score here?
Very interesting score from them. They're so versatile that they can do anything and have for their scores. Well, not only in their scores, but even in 9 Inch Nails. Just incredible. But this one, very different sounding. And I really liked one particular scene. I think it was only in one scene. There's like a slightly detuned acoustic guitar. Really cool sound, and not something like that I would initially think to use, but it's cool because even using it in that way, like a slightly detuned acoustic guitar, like very good for like making you feel uneasy, because then immediately will make you feel that way. So that was cool, and the rest of it pretty minimal.
Yeah, it's interesting. So
there's not much to it.
Using an acoustic guitar, which would have like a more of a like, what's the word I want? Like naturalistic vibe, which is like this film definitely has, but then detuning it a little bit so it feels uneasy.
Yeah. It's a great choice.
Yeah. Cool.
You have anything about?
No, it was weird. I honestly,
you wouldn't know it was them.
No, and it also didn't stand out to me. I mean, it wasn't like anything bad, but it wasn't anything like that I really picked up on, anything intentional, like anything I was like, oh yeah.
Right.
And then when I was looking at the notes later to see who it was, and I was like, oh, well, okay. Yeah. I should have listened a little more carefully because those guys are normally pretty talented. And
oh yeah.
So that's the only reason I would ever rewatch this, would just be to like listen to some of that to try to pick up on stuff I might have missed.
You wouldn't need to rewatch it then. Just listen to it.
Just listen to the soundtrack. I know.
Yeah, just listen to the score.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Cool. So about themes and messages. You got anything?
So I wrote down. We already touched on this though. Metaphor for feeling like an outsider. And finally meeting people that are just like you when you thought there was no one like you. Like that's essentially the main theme of this film, I think.
I mean,
I don't think there's much else to it. I think that's really
works. I mean, I kind of took a slightly different.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bring up the trivia now, so it's ready. Yeah, I just wrote, when everything we love destroys us, do we choose love anyway?
Good question.
So, like, it's like kind of they're so self-destructive of each other, like, or maybe choosing love is not necessarily the choosing, which is more loving, right? Choosing to be with someone that you might turn and eat you, or or is it more loving to like what her father did? Like, is it, as soon as she turned 18, he was like, hey, you're on your own now.
Right.
I can't deal with you, basically. But is that, and then her staying away, is that her choosing loving him more by just being like, I understand and I need to keep my distance? So I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of that like undertones in there of like.
Oh, definitely. Also, yeah, her and Lee, that pairing. Also, just similar to what you were just talking about, like, does being like them together, do they bring the best out of each other when they're together? To your point of like being self-destructive, like, is it really worth it, or should you be in that relationship or not? I think that's a big question also to this.
All right, says main character's hairstyle came directly from the haircut of a character from The Silence of the Lambs.
Really? Which character?
Stacy Hubka.
Don't remember who that is in Silence of the Lambs. The hairstyle of
our main character, Marin.
Oh, okay. Well, because I was wondering also with Lee, I mean, his hair is very specific too. Okay.
During production, the crew were burglarized, and Cincinnati City Council, which means they must have at least filmed in Ohio.
Right. Yeah.
And they were filming this area near Cincinnati. The mayor, with the mayor's support, ultimately provided $50,000 in security costs.
That's good.
Marin's birth certificate says she was born in Menominee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And Wisconsin was the home of the famous cannibal and serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, I don't remember him being from there. That's interesting.
And also Ed Gein
Yep.
was from there as well, who also
yeah.
was a serial killer and accused of cannibalism, though denied that part.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't the center point of what he did. Yeah, it's interesting. So I was just mentioning the show that was about him. Just recently came out. Yeah, I wonder if the rest of it. So we know at least Ohio they filmed in. Maryland, it seemed like it also. Yeah, I wonder if the rest of it too. If they actually
This
went.
was the first film that MGM under Amazon acquired.
Oh. Was that... Did the acquisition happen right around this time?
I don't know. I just said it was the first film, so probably was the beginning of that year or something.
Okay.
Luca says this film is a very romantic story about the impossibility of love and yet the need for it, even in extreme circumstances. So that's his take on what
Okay.
the meaning is.
That's similar what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Shooting took place in Chillicothe, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, which makes it Luca's first film set made in the U.S. So I guess they just filmed in Ohio.
Yeah, that makes sense to keep costs down. Because the rest of it is like Central America. So like, yeah, it would look very similar.
Mm-hmm. Says Timothy Chalamet doesn't appear until the 33 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a while, yeah.
Well, he's not first billed. Yeah. Chloe revealed in an interview that Luca asked her to play a small but pivotal role in the film. I'll come for you, even if it's one line. Which she did get the script. She realized her character only had one line.
Yeah. That makes more sense now also that she's in this. I was just mentioning the miniseries he did right before this. She was in as well.
Yeah, not a lot in here in the trivia.
Okay.
All right, so final thoughts. Would not recommend watching. Don't bother.
No.
Yeah. But yeah. So next film, Challengers.
Oh yeah.
We both have seen.
Yes.
Both have really liked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch it.
Me too, because I've only seen it once.
Me too.
But we'll leave it for the next week. It's pod.
Okay.
But yeah, let us know if you've seen Bones at all, and then if you have any thoughts or feedback or agree or disagree with us, please write in. You can email us at feedback@screentimepod.com or leave a comment. And then if you would like or want to subscribe, please do so. We appreciate all that already do.
Yes.
You can do that on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Though we haven't posted stuff in a while, have we? Yeah. Need to get back to that. And if you'd like to follow either us on Instagram, I'm at JYoungBar.
And I'm at Jared Youngbar.
Though you're not on right now.
No.
Yeah, but
it's all right.
It's all right. Maybe by the time you listen to this, maybe he will.
Yeah, I might be. Yeah, I might be back on.
All right. Well, until next time, we hope you have a good week.